All right, everybody. One of the toughest decisions that my wife and I had to collectively make this week was where to order in from on Friday night. Why? Why is it such a tough decision? Well, it's because you got a lot of options, right? We've been cooking all week. It's been a long week. Um, we want to support a local business, especially during these times. We want to make sure that we're doing our part. Um, but there's so many good options around where we live, and it's hard to pick, right? It's hard to pick. So what did I do? Of course, I broke out Decision Buddy. So let me just go through this example and let me share my screen. I'm going to show you all how you can use Decision Buddy to save your marriage. Uh, in all honesty, so I know selecting a meal can be a tough choice, but with Decision Buddy, that takes a lot of the pressure off of you. So take notes. Go to getdecisionbuddy.com to get your copy and save your marriage. So, what type of decision are we going to make today? This one is not a pre-populated one, so different than the other videos that I've recorded. So we're going to do other. So I'm going to show you all how to use an other type. So then you do enter your decision type here. We're just going to call it where to order in. So it doesn't really matter what you put there. You can put whatever there. Now, since it's not pre-populated, we have to come up with some factors that are important to us, right? So let's say we want to make sure it's a small local business. We want to make sure, healthy it can be a factor. Let me correct that. Healthy can be a factor. Timeliness, right? So is it going to be here within the next 30 minutes or so? Cost, what is the cost of the meal? Unique experience. We'll do that. Let's say, what else? What else can we have as a factor in deciding where to get food from? Let's say it's a meal. Let's call it repeated meal this week. Okay, let's stick with those for now. I think this is a good list between these 6 factors. So how important is each decision to us? So we'll say small local business is a 10. That's a pretty important one. Healthy, we'll say 8. We're working on making sure that we're eating right. Timeliness, right? We want to get it pretty quick, but we're not in any rush, so let's call it a 6. The overall cost, let's say that's an 8 as well. Unique experience, that's pretty important. It's not the most important, but we'll call it a 7. Whether or not it's a repeated meal this week, sometimes we tend to order things that maybe we may have cooked earlier in the week, but we'll call that one a 5. That's not super critical, but still something that we want to consider. So that's step 3. Now we go to step 4. So select each factor's format. So small local business, we'll say yes, no. Healthiness, we'll call this one a high, low. Timeliness, we'll call this one a yes, no as well. Cost, we're going to call that one a numeric value just so that we can see that. Unique experience, we'll call that one a yes, no. And then repeated meal this week, we'll call that one a yes, no as well. Step 5 is the optimal result. So what is, out of all of these factors, what is the perfect answer? So small local business, obviously, yes. Healthy, we want something higher in your healthiness level. Timeliness, let's say yes. Cost, a low number is ideal. Unique experience, we'll say yes. And then repeated meal this week, we're going to say no. We don't want something that we've repeated already. So that's the setup part of it. The next thing that we're going to do, and you can either go back here and click on the enter results, or you can just click on this results tab down here. Next thing we do is we enter in our actual options that we have, right? So let's say pizza chain is one, and we're going to call that large pizza chain, right? So small local business, no. Healthy, low, unfortunately. Timeliness, yeah, they'll get here pretty quickly. Costs, let's say we're gonna spend $20 ordering pizza. Unique experience, no. Repeated meal this week, no either. Option two, let's say that we're gonna look at mom and pop Italian. Small local business, yes. Healthy. They may have some healthier options, right? If we look at chicken and vegetables and whatnot. Timeliness, let's say it may take them a little bit of time. They may be short staffed or anything. Cost, maybe we'll spend a little bit more. We'll spend $30 or so. Unique experience, we know this place, so it's not necessarily unique, and it's not a repeated meal this week either. The other option we have is let's say a local wing shop, right? That's just what we're calling it. Small local business, yes. Healthy, not necessarily. Not with all the sauce that we're going to add on it. Timeliness, let's say that they'll get it to us relatively quickly. The cost, it's not going to cost us a whole lot. We'll say $20 on that. Unique experience, not necessarily. Well, yeah, you know what? Let's say yes. Let's say it's a unique experience. Repeated meal this week. Maybe we had wings earlier in the week, so we'll say yes, it's a repeated meal. Let's say another option that we have is I don't know. Let's say Thai spot. So we got a Thai spot that we like to go to, quite a bit. So small local business, no, not necessarily. Healthy. We'll say that this one is healthy. We'll say there's healthy options. Timeliness. We'll say yes. They'll be on time. Cost, we'll call it $25 that we're anticipating to spend. Unique experience, no, because it's a spot that we already know. Repeated meal this week, no. Let's add one more just for fun. Let's call this one local bakery. So this one is a small business, healthy. We'll say there are some healthy options. Timeless, not necessarily. Cost maybe would be $35 based on what we're going to get. I don't know what we're going to get from the bakery, but it's just the first thing I thought of. Unique experience, let's say yes, we haven't had it before. Repeated meal this week, no. Okay, and then here's how everything comes into play, right? And you probably saw everything moving around as we were going through this. So your number one option is the local bakery, right? It's a unique experience. There's some healthy options at the bakery. The cost is a little higher than the other ones, but it's got some of those other factors that we said were important to us. The next option, number two, if you guys say, maybe we're not really feeling like the bakery, the number two option is a local wing shop. So, and you can see the score. So the bakery is 0.79, the wing shop comes, 0.7, so not too far right behind it. The leading factor that the wing shop has is the unique experience. The bakery didn't have any necessarily leading factors, but since they have so many different factors that are important to you, they tend to add up and push the bakery up into the number one spot. So you can see here, these are your options. So now you don't have to worry about, making that tough decision of where we're going to eat dinner on a Friday night. We can come here, we can say, here it is, local bakery, based on the things that are important to us. Let's try it out. Let's give it a try. Why not? So I definitely encourage you to take a look, to download Decision Buddy. Go to getdecisionbuddy.com. Make sure you get your copy. You can use this in that other format like I showed you. So you select other. Again, I always encourage, make sure you save a fresh copy of this so that when you overwrite your formulas, it doesn't cause any issues. And hopefully this will help save your marriage, or at least add a little bit of fun into the process. So thanks, guys. I'll wait to hear from everybody later. Appreciate it.